It's 4:45 in the morning. What we're looking at here is a moon set, I suppose. Birds are starting to come out. Roosters in the background. I'm just now beginning my early morning workout routine. I'm going to do some chest exercises, some bench press, and some other chest building exercises. See you on the weight bench. Like I said earlier, it's around 4:45 a.m. in the morning. Today is Thursday here in the Philippines, Palawan, Philippines. I'm whispering because my wife is still asleep. We sleep outside in our outdoors house, which I'll show a different time. We've been sleeping outside for 1.5 years in the fresh air under a mosquito net, and I can say it's one of the best experiences that we've ever had, with the nice fresh air, and it's cool almost every night. Anyway, I'll begin my workout. This is my second glass of water right here, and I'll have some now, and I'll sip it during my weightlifting session. I'm going to do chest exercises, like I said, with the bench press. This is a homemade weight set. As you can see here, I've got 2 sets of varying sizes of dumbbells that one of our friends made for us to actually build this metal house. And then my computer's in the background on that table there with the white chair, covered with the green cloth to prevent things from dropping on it. Anyway, I'll drink some of that water there and we'll get going on this. So, I've zoomed the camera out a little bit more so we can see me lifting the weight here. I'm just doing a bench press incline chest press with the homemade weights down there. And I plan to make more different sizes of weights. I've almost outgrown those bigger ones for the chest press. I still use the smaller ones for my trapezius. It seems that my traps I need a lot smaller weights, and I'm going to build up to the bigger ones, of course. I've worked my chest quite a bit over the years, but my traps, I haven't worked them as much as I should, which I have been working the traps now for about 6 weeks, off and on, and now I'm in my every other day routine for my traps, my trapezes, and I can see I still need a lot more, probably weeks, months before I can get them so they look more developed. So anyway, here we go on the second set. I do 12 and 3 sets generally. So yeah, that's feeling pretty good now in that second set. You know, one of the nice things about getting up at 4 o'clock or 4:30 or 5 o'clock, well, my favorite time to get up is between 4 and 6 every morning. I grew up getting up at 6 in the morning, getting to bed about, 9 or 10, and so it's very natural to me. At any rate, I'm actually trying to get up even earlier, as early as 4 o'clock, as crazy as that may sound. The nice thing about getting up early is it's nice and still and quiet, and you've got just your thoughts to yourself, and I'm actually getting some nice inspiration for video scripts like what I'm doing now here. At any rate, I got a shot of the moon earlier that I put at the very beginning of this video script, and what I was going to say is, the reason I have my shirt off, for example, is so for myself and for you can see where my muscle development, where it's growing over time, and hopefully it helps you to see that you too can, if you feel like that weightlifting's too hard, or if you're more advanced or whatever, you can give me some tips either way. But for those that are just starting out weightlifting, or you're afraid of it or concerned about it, like I've got some relatives that they're kind of concerned about it and they've tried it. But the thing is you just start with small weights, and sometimes it's just a matter of even if you start just with this, I think this is it's a 2-pounder. See, just start with something small, or even 1 pound, or just even your arms, and let me show you. See, I don't know exactly who's going to be watching this video, but for like I said, for people who are afraid to start weights, there's no need to worry. If you're careful and just use your arms, your hands to start out, make sure you get the motion where your tendons and your joints and your ligaments, over the weeks, if you just even no weight, what I just did there, or the small weight, and you build up to bigger weights. That way your spine, your back, your joints, your bones, they get built up and stronger over time, and then you reduce your risk of injury probably tenfold or greatly, because sometimes people say, oh, I'm gonna lift these heavy weights, and then end up hurting themselves, myself included. So anyway, just a little pro tip there. Not that I'm a pro, let's just say it's a tip. So I consider myself a beginner still, even I've been lifting weights for decades. I have so much to learn So in fact, probably people watching this will probably be giving me tips. But anyway, we're going to go to our third set here of the inclined bench press with homemade dumbbells. Okay, so I'll just rest a little bit, and so that's 3 sets of 12 of the inclined dumbbell press, and then the next one I'm going to do is the I think they're called inclined press chest flies, or inclined chest flies. Anyway, I'd have to look that up, but I'm just gonna you'll see. And then the one after that, I'm going to do where I put the weights in the middle of my chest and I just push up, and that's supposedly supposed to build up my upper chest. I need a lot of work on my upper chest and my shoulders and my traps and my neck. So as you can clearly see in the videos, but hopefully over the next weeks and months, we'll all see the development of that. And then anyway, I hope this is a value of people. It certainly is to me, because I watched them on YouTube and I'm like, oh, there's different things I'm learning. And so, yeah. Yeah, that felt pretty good. I could feel my shoulders are kind of loosening up, actually. Anyway, the reason I clicked my weights like that, if you didn't catch on to that, which you probably did, as you can see, we've got this fine gravel from the beach, like not beach sand, but like really fine beach gravel we've had there for 1.5 years. So I have to click that sometimes to get it off the weights, so it doesn't fall in my eyes. Very minor inconvenience. In fact, it's kind of fun just to, an extra part of my routine. Anyway, I'm going back to my second set. Okay, rest a little bit here, and I would suggest for everyone to go out and buy a screen tent. Maybe I'll even put a link down to a screen tent down below in the description that you could buy. But for now, just, go over to wherever to, buy like camping equipment and just buy yourself a screen tent. I encourage you to sleep outdoors in that screen tent now and then, if not every night. Or, build something on your porch or something. You can sleep outside. Now over here we have mosquitoes, and so we sleep in the mosquito net, but you don't want to keep bugs and snakes and whatever off of us, but it just gets you that fresh air, and you get a nice, usually cool air that comes in, and a nice temperature. There's no need for aircon for us, even though it gets kind of hot during the day, but turn some fans on and that's usually sufficient. So anyway, I'm going to show you our house a little bit here as the morning light is coming about here. See, it's all a metal structure. We're completely outdoors. It's open on all four sides. This is a weed tree, but I like to leave it there for now, even though we may trim it down. It kind of blocks the view, but I don't know, we just like living in nature. And you can see there's some big curtains right there that we'll close that when the rain or the sun is coming in the house too much. So let's get back down to our weight routine down here. This is the third set of the chest fly. Okay. All right. Last set. So we'll rest a little bit, get a sip of water. I think, well, I know it's really important to drink water first thing in the morning. I like to drink about 3 glasses or more in the morning, before my workout, during my workout, and after. And I'm doing my best to lift the weights 6 times a week now. That's what I used to do, and I'm back into my routine. It feels great. It feels great to make these videos for you, for everyone. And anyway, let me get some water, and then we'll get to our last, the one I was telling you about, where you put the weights in the middle of the chest and push up. Hold on. you know, in my book, there's no shame in lifting smaller weights. I grabbed those smaller weights because I thought maybe I couldn't push the bigger ones up, but turns out I could push the bigger ones up, but I'm kind of, I think that was maybe a little too much. I'm 53, but, you know, young at heart, and honestly, age, it doesn't matter. I fast. I'll tell you about the fasting on a different video, but I've had a very profound experience with a 7-day juice fast that transformed me. And I've been fasting every Sunday. I don't eat anymore on Sundays, and I try to just drink water only, and then I may make it for 24 hours, then I have carrot juice, or, you know, the rest of the time maybe coconut juice, you know, fresh from the coconut. Coconuts are abundance over here. I've just gained a profound understanding and experience, at least for myself, of what the human body is capable of and how it was designed. And things are making a bit more sense to me. Now, I'm not saying fasting is for everyone, and that's definitely not what this video is about, but at any rate, let's do this with the smaller ones. Whew, yeah, so I'm feeling it. I grabbed those smaller ones, but they're too small. I need like a mid-range, but, you know, whatever, it's okay. So I just did, I believe, 8 with the bigger ones, and then I'm just going to do 6 with the bigger ones, and I'll call it good with the chest. I'm trying to think what else I may do. Anyway, this is just, you know, a home gym. I'm not a professional, as you can see. I'm a complete beginner, even though I've been doing this for decades, you know, of weightlifting. But, you know, I can give you some tips as I remember them, and I'm certain there's going to be people, hopefully, that give me tips that, you know, some obvious tips. But, all right, here we go. This is the last one. Okay, thanks for watching. That was actually 7. But we'll see you on the next. I'll see you tomorrow morning for my next day's routine, which is going to be my traps again. I'm doing the pole workout routine by Athlean X. By a guy named Jeff. My name's Jeff too, but he's a pro. He's a professional. That's all he does, pretty much. And he's, I believe, a certified physical therapist. So I feel that what I'm teaching you here from him, not here, but tomorrow, is really good stuff. And anyway, enough chit chat. See you tomorrow.